To be a human being is to strive for something, whether that's inner peace or saving up to buy your dream home or trying to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. And if you've been depressed, you know depression scrambles striving. That's part of its disruptive power. To be depressed is to feel lost, unmotivated, so far away from your goals, there's no point in even trying. It's no accident that people often get depressed when they're blocked from reaching an important life goal. You get fired from a job you love, a close relationship ends, your investments go bad. And it can be a vicious circle. You get depressed when important goals are out of reach. But when you're depressed, you can't pursue your goals because you're too depressed. So there's no question that depression can lead to breakdown and people abandoning important life goals. But that's not the whole story, because it leaves out what happens next when some people exit the vicious circle. There's a whole theory in psychology that depression evolved as a way to force us to reconsider our goals. So in that sense, obsessing about a life plan that isn't working could be the first step in formulating a new one. So is depression a breakdown or a breakthrough? Actually, it could be both. Depression is destructive, and depression can be creative. The destruction and the creativity could even be different sides of the same coin. I think of that when I'm out here. I look around and I see healthy trees and I see sick trees and I see some of the sick trees fell down and that was the end of them. But when they fell down, it let in the light for the little saplings. And when they fell down, they gave up their nutrients to the soil so the saplings could grow. So what happens in the ecosystem inside yourself? Do you prop up the dead trees or do you tend to the saplings? It makes me think of a book written 25 years ago by psychotherapist Emmy Gutt called Productive and Unproductive Depression. It's still relevant today because the central theme is that whether depression leads to growth or stagnation is up to us. It's also relevant to our theme in Ever After, where we consider how depression and other forms of adversity can lead to positive life change. And goals are a great example of that. And I think of my own situation. I mean, I'll never know for sure how I escaped my chronic depression. I started when I was studying after college to become a historian. My life plan collapsed and depression filled the void. And I became self-destructive. There was a lot of destruction. But there was also creation. I changed my study from history to psychology. I got married. I became a dad. Each of these strivings was like a little lifeline, and I grabbed onto it, grabbed onto each one. And gradually, little by little, I was pulled from the rubble. This is just one person with one story. And there's no question that depression can change goals differently for different people. So whether you're unmotivated and confused or trapped in a collapsing life plan, or whether depression brought you to a better set of goals, we want to hear from you. Was depression just destructive? Or was it creative? Or is your life plan still a work in progress?